Okay, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Big D here, coming to you live. Okay, just a quick little introduction here. I wanted to talk about this new video series that I've begun. I got some interviews while I was down at Frag. Not as many as I would have liked, but I got several I got several interviews that I'm real happy about, and they're going to be called the Faces of Frag. Okay, it's a nice light affair where we'll be laying it down with Big D, okay? We finally found the format. Laying it down with Big D, we're going to be interviewing people. We're going to be talking Counter-Strike. We're going to be talking LAN. But most importantly, we're going to have a focus on NACS. And with that, we'll have a series called The Faces of Frag. So lay back, enjoy The Faces of Frag. And it's unedited because Big D likes to go in raw. You know how it is. Okay. The Faces of Frag. Enjoy. Okay. Hello, I think we're on one more time here. Oh man, we're getting a lot again. I'm waiting. I just had Gunks on in here, and I just told him I can't wait for this thing to work like one of those blobs in the water where I plop down and just. I'm gonna do that with everybody. Me plopping down and just post effect of them.
Meg, she's like
she was the first person I interviewed, but yeah, I think if I get Peyton up here, I could easily boink,
for sure.
Just right off into the distance. Now, we have not introduced my close personal new best friend here. What's your name?
My name's Robbie. I'm 24.
Yes, ASL.
ASL?
No, I'm just kidding. That's an old internet term for those of you that don't know. You can look it up, but Robbie, 24, and you are RoboSquad, if I'm not mistaken, and Frag 18 extraordinaire. How did you get involved with Frag?
I wanted to do something with LANs. I wanted to get involved with like volunteering and helping out North American Counter-Strike. So I was just scrolling through, and then I saw Frag was asking for volunteers, and Launder's LAN was asking for volunteers, like both of them. And so I just got in Discord and was like, yo, I want to help out. I don't know how much I can do, but you know, if you guys have any open slots, I'd love to come up. And so I talked to Ed, talked to Steve, the two people running it, and they said, yeah, I can come up to Philly to like test the water, see what's up. I went there, had a good time, helped a lot, I felt. And yeah, now I'm here, Frag 18.
Hell yeah. This is your first one, you said?
This is my second one. They did another one called Frag Philly Tap. I went to the second one, and that was like supposed to be me dipping my toes in because it's supposed to be the much bigger event. But this is my first like Frag numbered. Yeah.
And what would you agree that Frag is like the thing? This is a leading question, so just so you know, Big D's new at interviewing. Okay, we're all doing our own volunteer learning, getting our feet wet, right?
Yeah.
Now this is going to be a leading question, but how do you think? What is it that? Do you think Frag is the thing that's like holding NACS together right now?
Yeah, no doubt. I think for North American Counter-Strike to grow in like competitive viability or just in general, we need Frag or something Frag equivalent, because a lot of like, if you ever go to Europe and you go to a big tournament there, you'll find that a lot of people have met their friends or like the people they're going there with by going to a LAN center and like meeting each other, having good vibes, and then like starting a team off that. In North America, we never really had LAN centers because when computers came, everyone was already at home. So Frag is really the only way that we can start to develop that side of things to build an actual community around gaming.
Yes, that is very true. Now, you say when computers came around, but you mentioned your age. Big D's a decade older than you. I was there when LAN centers tried to be a thing in North America, and what's really weird is they tried for like a year or two, but exactly what you said happened. They failed because everybody was, why would I go to a LAN center and pay you when I can sit at home and play on my nice internet connection in my room the same exact way, right? But it turns out we're finding that we're not really, these team-based esports that we all love, they're not developing the skills that make us actually good at them by not being in front of each other. And that's like one of the more special things about being down here is face to face with so many people. Has there been any like specific interaction you've had at a frag event that like what are this is a different question.
Sure, let's send it.
Listen, let's just send it, okay? Let's just send it, you guys, because we're not editing this, okay? They're gonna see all the stumbles, all the mistakes, okay? That's the point, okay? We're laying it down with Big D, okay? Now, what kind of friendships and relationships have you created already just at the 2 frags you've gone to?
Oh, dude, I met like Tyler or Gunks, Zach, Sfaxa. These guys, the relationships are just so like real and raw. Like there's just something about like when you're actually with people trying to solve problems, or like when we were doing the fun stage match, it's just when you have a sick pop off and get really excited about something and you're able to look to your right and make direct eye contact and see that someone else is popping off with you, it's so much different than having that disconnect in between monitors. So I think like having just the experience of like pop offs with the homies, or just being able to laugh and like get the reaction out of other people, it just feels so much more genuine. And it's just been such a highlight this whole weekend and the last event I was at, for sure.
I can second that. It's already I already can feel I'm seeding lifelong friendships around here. You know what I mean? So it's all based on Counter-Strike, and that is actually a segue here. What's your earliest memory of Counter-Strike for you, and like what drew you to Counter-Strike?
What drew me to Counter-Strike was I love the idea of like competition in video games. I love that ever since I was young. And so I was like scrounging around, like trying to find what I thought would be the best competitive like esport, like League of Legends. This is before Rocket League, but like all that. And it was Get Right's major. It was Cologne. And watching the emotions that run through, like seeing someone break down into tears. And I remember like playing Counter-Strike for the first time. It was me and my friend Tommy, and I was like so bad at it. But going through the UI, there was like nothing you could buy or upgrade. Like I knew it was just me trying to get better. And I saw like tutorial videos on like what you could do to improve. And to me, it was just like learning like a Taekwondo or something like that. Like I'm just going through the forums trying to improve. And dude, the second I saw there was just something I could do like repetitive motions to get better at something, it was like that. I was just all in for Counter-Strike. So yeah, I think my first memory is just watching Get Right fucking start crying, winning his trophy. It's just the biggest thing for me.
I love the timing as well as you're talking about the emotion and passion of Counter-Strike. Somebody along over here just, wow! I think that's been my favorite thing down at this event is you're walking around the arena and you just randomly hear, guttural roar, and it's just, you're like, oh, somebody clutched something sick just now. It's the best. Okay, this event though, let's talk about the competition we have here, because this one has been really exciting so far. The top 6 that are left, we have Undone, Nouns, Boss, Fluffy Aimers, and then Sharks and NRG. Are there any surprises in that lineup for you? And then the follow-up question to that would be, who's your dark horse to win it? And then who's kind of like, you think the expected crowd favorite from your perspective?
Well, I think the expected crowd favorite is NRG. I mean, that roster is just so stacked with names people know. But I will say the surprising comeback for me is Fluffy Aimers, because I thought once they got kicked to lower, especially like coming that early, I thought for sure there was no way they could keep it going. But these guys are just fucking ripping heads. I mean, maybe it's biased because I seem to find myself behind them more than other people, but Fluffy Aimers just feels like they could just take it all the way back. And I think the storyline, I can't ignore the storyline. They go up and they take away Sharks, like Fluffy Sharks NRG, and they just kind of, I think that's dope. I think if NRG win it, like it's expected, but I don't want them to win it. You know what I mean? I want someone else to come out of the woodwork. So if like if I see fluffy aimers come through against Boss Sharks NRG, that's the storyline right there. That's what I want to see.
I like that. Okay. Last question here for you, Robbie. And then I don't want to keep you because we're gonna get. We're cooking now on these interviews. We're gonna get everybody. You're getting a behind-the-scenes look at Fragadelphia, right? You should be the one most honored here. Like all of you guys back behind the scenes should be the ones most honored here because I mean, the players obviously put a ton of work. We honor the whole thing, but like, you guys just don't get the attention you deserve. And I think there's plenty of stuff out there that covers the what the players go through and what the highest level players are doing. You can find those YouTube videos. You can watch the Shanghai Major and see all that type of stuff right now. But we don't really see what goes into making grassroots Counter-Strike possible. So if I have the opportunity to shine the light on you guys, I'm going to take it. That being said, my final question for you is, how are your pick'ems?
Oh, dude, they're cooked. They're cooked. I mean, I got the previous this most recent round because it was easy, but me putting Fnatic in to win was so stupid. Yeah, I just have old man copium, bro. I see old players and I'm like, yeah, he can do it. This is the run. I know he's 83, but for sure this is the time he wins it all. I believe in you, Crims. And you know, that was a mistake. That was my downfall for round one. So now I can just go full copium though, which is great. Now I have like wild card in to win the whole thing. Oh, they went 0-3. But you know, I had him in there. I was like, oh, we can win this. And once I start doing that, my pick'ems end up being way better. So playoffs, I'm sure I'm gonna win everything else. They're cooked though. They're cooked. No diamond for me, unfortunately.
No diamond for you, no diamond for me. Complexity made sure of that. So I did just get 5 in this stage though, so I'm on my way to gold at the very least.
Yeah, I get gold.
But who do you have going for the finals? Like on the major, I know we're here at Frag, but the major's happening at the same time, and it's the highest form of competition in the world on Counter-Strike. Who's your grand finalists right now, and then who wins it?
Mongols.
You think so?
I think the Mongols win it. Yeah, I think Vitality and Mongols meet each other at the end, and I think Mongols beat them out in OT, no doubt.
I like where your head's at because you must be reading my mind. That's exactly what I think as well. I think Vitality will skate through. Unless they have to face each other somewhere, but they shouldn't face each other based on being the both 3-0 teams, right? They shouldn't be facing each other first. Beautiful. Well, Robbie, is there anything else you want to shout out before you head out?
No, I mean, shout out Fragadelphia. I love this shit. Shout outs to your local lands. If you got one, go to it. Try and play with your homie sitting right next to him. Way different experience. It's so sick. But aside from that, no.
I agree. I got to play. I got that experience at DreamHack Dallas this year. You could do it. They had the free play section set up, so you could go with a group of friends and just play for an hour. And we played a couple pugs that way. And there is nothing better than clutching up and nice and fist bumps on land, baby. There's a reason we put it in chat, right?
For sure.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. This has been amazing.
Yeah, and we're going to continue laying it down with Big D.
Laying it down with Big D.
Dude, what a silly